Doing my makeup in a desperate attempt to combat the depression I feel creeping in. It doesn't really have as much to do with the way it makes me look as it does just the act of like doing something to take care of myself or doing something productive, I guess, because it starts with not wanting to put on makeup or get dressed, and then before I know it, I am not brushing my teeth or showering for weeks, and it's like, oh yeah. The older that I get and the more winters that I live through where I start to see the pattern of like genuinely not being okay, I am afraid. I like start to genuinely feel afraid of the winter time. And every year I'm like, no, like this is gonna be the year where I'm not depressed, I'm in control of myself. And then lo and behold, I feel it creeping in. Like I never know when it's gonna hit. It feels like depression is this like monster under my bed. And I'm like, please, Mr. Monster, one more good day. Like I like it here right now. Please don't come out. I spend so much time and energy like fearing this monster coming out that I don't realize it was in my head all along. I am keeping myself in this like mental prison. Social media also becomes a huge issue for me at this time because it's so therapeutic for me, but at the same time, I'm so fragile mentally that I should not be putting myself out there on the internet. Literally, one of the things that triggered all of this that is so embarrassing to admit out loud is I got this comment yesterday that said, I don't like you, but I agree with what you're saying. And I was like, and it got like 25 likes. And I was like, wow, like they're not even being mean. They're agreeing with me. They just don't like me. And they're not wrong. I don't really like me either. But for some reason, it's just like really hard to have just like people just not liking me. I don't know. I know that it's impossible to make everybody like you. And if everybody does like you, you're kind of doing something wrong. Like a friend to all is a friend to none, right? I think part of it is this like trauma that I have from like being bullied in school. Like I was bullied really badly growing up and I just never really had friends. Like right now is the first time in my life I have friends, and I take a lot of the blame. Like I'm learning how to be a good friend and how to cultivate like interpersonal relationships in my life. But I do have this constant fear that everybody hates me and everybody thinks I'm annoying, and as soon as I leave the room, like everyone's talking shit about me like constantly. So I try to do everything I can to make everybody like me, which probably makes me even more fucking annoying because I'm not even just being myself. I am so sorry for emotionally dumping on you like this. I really need a therapist. I do feel a little better though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm obsessed with the new Fenty Beauty Heat gloss bombs, by the way. Well, at least now maybe my outside doesn't look as bad as my inside feels. Right, Tebow?